Mindful of the past, today we have the local government of Norwalk pledge to continue the unending struggle toward equality for all. And whereas by presidential proclamation December 10th has been established as Human Rights Day,
Martin Luther King said, "Now is the time to make real the promise of democracy. Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksand of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood."
Wednesday afternoon, city leaders and community members in Norwalk recognized International Human Rights Day and the 50th anniversary of the passing of the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
We shall overcome someday.
It seemed pretty clear what our theme this year should be. So Article 1 states, all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act toward one another in a spirit of brotherhood.
I want people to understand that civil rights is about human rights, right? And that oftentimes when it's coded civil rights, people think, oh, this is about black people and what black people want. And that I often say, well, what black people want is what the country needs.
Keynote speaker Dr. Feimster of Yale University spoke about the importance of the Civil Rights Act, how it relates to human rights, and its connection to current events around the country.
As we reflect on the Civil Rights Act and the burst of progress that follow, we also acknowledge that our journey is not complete.
Even if we think about what's happening today, for example, in Ferguson and in Staten Island, that one of the things that the civil rights activists and Martin Luther King demanded when they were calling for this civil rights legislation was protection against police brutality. I mean, that's what was happening in Birmingham when JFK responded and decided there had to be federal legislation.
We need to do, as Johnny Cochran said to me, graduate from the old thoughts that we've had and graduate into a new paradigm. And that way we can really move forward.
In the words of Ella Baker, we who believe in freedom cannot rest.
We shall